Lego had the whole marketing thing, whether it's like McDonald's has Ronald McDonald, Burger King had the Burger King Kids Club, where they were like the cool teenagers, Wendy, whatever. Even KFC marketed with different characters where they had toys for the kids meal. I can't remember what they were. I had them though, where it wasn't just like, oh, here's an old guy, the Colonel. It's like, no, they marketed like they had cartoon characters made, like McDonald's did, which they took from what the heck was that cartoon? What was that TV show in the 70s? That there was a whole lawsuit. I can't remember it, but it had like the little world with all that, and then that's where McDonald's got its inspiration from with all the characters. I hate when I do a video and then I look like an idiot where it's like, wow, you're saying that thing all the time, and it looks like I don't know what I'm talking about. It's like, trust me, I know all this stuff. It's just in the moment I can't think of the names and stuff. But I will provide it. Oh, it's Puffin stuff. If you've never seen it, RF. Oh my god, Puffin whatever. But it's the kid, and he's in this adventure, like fictional land, like you know what I mean. And there's a witch, and it's like it looks just like the McDonald's land. That's where McDonald's got its inspiration from. HR Puffin stuff. That's what it's got to be. And it was a show in like the 70s. I seen it years ago. I forgot what channel reshowed the reruns and everything, because I was big on rewatching all the old stuff like Nick at Night. Like I'm a big pop culture freak where I love seeing it. I love everything. Anyway, so like Lego had the Lego Mania magazine that would come out every 2 months, and then it had like your holiday specials, and this was like the big one you wanted. See how you see the kid, and it's like all the Lego toys are invading while he fell asleep, and they all come to life. All the toys, like there's the aliens. They were really awesome. This is the 97. This is the magazine I still have from then. I was a lifetime. I'm a lifetime subscriber. I still subscribe to Lego, but it's not the same. They're trying to bring back the fun. Like they have a kids magazine now with like these cartoon kids. Like they're trying to bring it back, but it's not the same as like they need to bring back the Maniac. I mean, that's your trademark. Just go with what works. You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't understand why when the 2000s came, it was like, oh, get rid of all fun. Just get rid of everything. And then Lego became stale, where they got rid of the Lego Maniac and Mania magazine. I think in '02 was the last. And then it just became like, nope, we're just going to be like serious. Here's the toys, buy them. We don't give a fuck about making it colorful or fun anymore. But like the old magazines would be really fun. Like they'd have comic book strips and the Maniac would appear in it, and like there'd be comic book bubbles. Like they had a guy, Jailbreak Joe, like where they named all, and he was like this guy that always got out of jail in the town. And like, see, it's like, here's the police officer saying like, Jailbreak Joe escaped. And they put bubbles, and they made the magazines really fun. And later on, they made the Brickster. The Brickster. Get it? Like, as the Lego bricks. And he was, like, the main villain of... if you've ever heard of Lego Island, which I'm getting... That's my next video after Jack Stone. He was made... Lego Island was their whole big thing with Pepperoni, this skateboarding cool kid. Alright, that's for a whole nother video. Lego Island. That was their... And that worked. So why did Jack Stone fail? You know why I think Jack Stone failed? It's because you have an okay idea, and you just lazy it up and throw it out there real quick, thinking like, oh, we're Lego. People are going to buy no matter what we throw it. I think they got cocky. I think they got a little cocky. Too big for their bridges. And so Jack Stone, they did it completely very, like you could tell in 2001. The internet's still somewhat new to people. Like, I know a lot of people who didn't even really get, like, past dial-up. Like, I had dial-up. I know a lot of people in my age group still had dial-up even into 2002. We did. We had dial-up still into 2002, which stunk. And if you're not familiar with dial-up, that's when your internet had to be on the same phone line as your home phone, so if anybody called, it would freeze your whole computer down. Yeah. And you had to dial up, and you'd hear, like, a dialing, like a... So if you're not familiar with that, kids, lots of fun. Everybody is so spoiled now with streaming and like internet right on the phone. I mean, it's awesome. But I mean, God, I'm nostalgic for those old days though, where everything seemed to mean more because it wasn't so easily accessible. And so back to Jack Stone. So Jack Stone, You could tell Lego was pretty late with not having the best people for the modern technology. Like it was really like this video like Jack Stone of trying to sell. It's like they threw it out really quick and they made it like really, really, really poor animation that like nowadays any like 12-year-old could do on a computer because of how advanced everybody knows these things. But back then, we didn't know how you did any of this stuff. When I was a kid, computer, like, it was the biggest deal with computer animation and all that stuff. And people take it for granted now with CGI. They go overboard, though. Like, I miss, like, the old clay animation and putting, like, real heart in things. Like, I get it's more convenient, but it doesn't have, like, the soul. And that's kind of like how Jack Stone feels. Jack Stone feels like it's the future in a bad way. Like, he represents what's going to come in the 2000s. Like, poor CGI, crappy computer animation, not drawn. You know what I mean? And not done in a good way. Because there are good ones. You know what I mean? There are good ones even in the 90s where they were using computer animation and it was done better. And they were using, like I like the Transformers Beast Wars one where they're the animals. And that was done with computer animation and it looks kind of cheesy now. But I thought it looked so really cool as a kid. And I think it works. So, and I'm not to say they don't do it, but I think they just really rushed this really poorly. So, I guess I'll give you the premise of Jack Stone. So, Jack Stone, he's this British secret agent, and everyone's British, and the whole thing is that, the whole townspeople, see, Jack Stone, he has this secret power given to him by a homeless man in a dark alley in the Bronx, where they're at. And he gets these like pheromones, like where he can get anyone to be fully attracted to him. No different than Billy Campbell himself. That's why, hear me out. This has got to be Billy Campbell here, because Billy Campbell's the hottest guy ever. Where you just see him, and you automatically fall in love with him. So it must be the pheromones. So I think Billy Campbell does that in real life, and that's where they base Jack Stone clearly off Billy Campbell. And so he shoots these pheromones out of his eye sockets. His painted on eye sockets to all the townspeople, and that's how he stops all the villains, because all the villains, you know, they just suddenly wanna. I mean, I hate to say that. This is very ambitious for a children's series, but they wanna all, you know, like suck his dick, blow him, yeah, blow him. Yeah, and he shoots out these pheromones. There's this one villain guy, you know, and he can't believe, like, because Jack runs into him, and he's like, I don't know how does he talk? He goes like, Jack Stone, the bloody Jack Stone. Why do I suddenly have these little lips? I got these little lips like this, and now I'm suddenly have the urge to walk around like this. Look, I got little lips like I sucked on a lemon. The perfect lips to, suck on Jack Stone's cock. Oh, how convenient for him. That's exactly what happens, I swear. Yes, Jack Stone, I got it all wrong. It wasn't the eyes. It's his feet. Like I was saying about about feet. What he does is, he gets his feet, right? And the pheromones come out of his toes. So essentially, the most power comes from the big toe, because that's the biggest toe. Duh. And then, you know, the power decreases all the way down to the pinky toe, where it's the little bit. If he just wants, like, you know, like a little quickie. And so he puts his foot in your face, and you go, oh, what are you putting it before you, my face, man? Right? And then by the time the pheromones shoot out, and then all of a sudden, you got little lips. You got little lips. Like this, and you walk around like this. And then you want to suck Jack Stone off. And that's what he does to all the villains. And everybody. And then what's weird about the movie, though, is that the mayor, right? The mayor wants to give him the key to the city, right? And a little bit more than that, if you know what I'm about what I'm getting at. If you know what I mean. Yeah, so he doesn't even get shot by the pheromones, so he's not under any spell or anything, but he pretends. How slick is the mayor? Is that he pretends that, oh my, Jack, I'm falling, oh my, and he falls, conveniently falls to where he could then slide down. I'm sliding. Did you butter yourself today, Jack? Why am I seem to be sliding conveniently down to your crotch? So he pretends to trip and fall into Jack and then slide down, using the excuses of butter to essentially suck him off. And it shows you that he just really was secretly in love with Jack Stone the whole time, because he didn't get the pheromones like this villain did. Wow. Makes you wonder. Alright, okay, alright, I'm lying completely. Obviously, I mean, it's a kid's movie. I had to lie! There's nothing exciting about it! It's terrible. Alright, do you want to know the truth? Do you want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth. You can't even handle the truth. You know why? Because it's so boring. It's so boring. Okay, so the first episode here, which is like... And this is why Lego decided, and it broke them. Like, people go on about how the Angry Video Game Nerd, how his movie broke him and he lost all his passion. Forget that. This is way worse. That movie is fine, whatever. That actually had effort put into it. This truly broke a giant, as in Lego, scaring them to never make an original idea again and just stick with your Jurassic Parks. Because all that happens is that, Jack Stone, he's this hero. It starts out with this newscaster, and he's going on about how Jack can do everything, and they're marketing where you could do anything but Lego bricks. He, there's a fire, right? And this house is on fire, which I don't get how a house is on fire if they're, Legos. And it's Lego fire. But anyway, use your imagination. So, the building's on fire, and the lady's up top saying, help me, why don't you? Whatever. Help me, you fuck. I think that's what she says. And whatever, so then Jack comes, and he attaches stuff. I forget what he does. He takes apart things to make things. Okay, so there was this, boat, right? So there's this boat, and he puts a helicopter attachment from a helicopter because they're Lego bricks. So they're basically admitting that Legos work that way. See, I thought they'd make it realistic where they're Legos, but you couldn't play with them as if they're Legos. But no, in a Lego world, you could put anything together, and it is under the fact that they are Lego bricks. And I guess Lego Island is like that, too. So whatever. And it's fine. So he, he rips off a part from a helicopter, he puts it on a boat, so then the boat could, fly slightly under. I don't know. Who cares? It's an excuse to show you that you could make Legos and put them all together and stuff, and he uses it to say different things. And then the town, and then the mayor's like, yeah, we gotta steal that idea. Or what? Or they're like, are you going to steal that idea? And then there's a cop that sounds like Gomer Pyle from Andy Griffith Show. Well, I'll tell you, or whatever. Or I think he sounds like, or maybe he sounds like Don Knotts, who plays Barney on the Andy Griffith Show. I don't know. But it is, it's worth watching. We hope you enjoy this free, good start, Jack Stone video from your friends at Lego. Join Jack Stone as he uses his wits and imagination to save the victims of a flood, break up a bank robbery, and put out a blazing fire. It's all part of another exciting day in the life of Jack Stone. So, I can't wait to get to Lego Island, because Lego Island is great, and there's a sequel. That's my next video, which was Lego's original idea that was ridiculous and stupid, but it's cute, and it worked. I don't know if you've ever heard of Lego Island, but it needs more recognition today, and there needs to be a new one made with iconic characters like the Brickster. See, it's right here in the 1990s. It's marketed here. It was originally a computer game, because at the time, computer and video game stuff was new for corporations and franchise, and they didn't know what, I mean? And so it was originally a CD-ROM game, the first one. And me and my brother had it. Oh my god, and we had so much fun making fun of that game and playing it. And it's really fun. It's actually a really good game. And then there's Lego Island 2. But anyway, the premise is that you're this kid, you're this. Well, you got to watch the next video. You're trying to get me to talk about it, but here's the in the holiday 1997 magazine of Lego Magazine. They market it, and it's a Lego Island CD-ROM game, and it's new for the Christmas holiday, and it even shows you the Brickster where he's bad to the brick, bad to the brick, bad to the brick. See, Lego Island. There's the Brickster. Holiday 97. Get excited, because this is the next one we're going to analyze. Lego Island 1 and 2, baby.